When I think about business today, there's really three things that come to mind. You got to know who you're working with, you got to know where your product's made, and need to understand the intersection of those two about how your product's moving and is it actually going to meet your business needs. And to me, I think about Sayari provides you that data to actually be able to action across those three dimensions. When you think about multinational companies and the challenges that they're facing around the world, even in my most recent experience, you're talking about 1,200 associates, over 20 global offices, you're importing from 50 plus origins, things get complicated very fast. And I think Sayari really can attack, at least three problems that I see from a broader set I think they can make an impact on. But just to be simple about it, I think one is supplier screening. Are you working with the right people? Are they operating in the right way? Clearly, Sayari's had a lot of strength in that area. I think that's going to become even more important, especially as the channels continue diversifying between 1P, 3P in terms of first party and third party, as well as all the marketplaces that are evolving in the business models. I think the second one that really comes to mind is raw materials. There's been a lot of discussions for probably decades about multi-tier supply chain visibility, but I think the pandemic really highlighted gaps in true supply chain visibility all the way through to your raw materials. And whether it's pending legislation, active legislation, or just knowing your supply chains, being able to understand what you buy and the ingredients that make that up, I think is very complicated and really ripe for a better solution that I think Sayari can make a positive impact on. And when I think about responsible sourcing and ESG, critically important. Not only is it important for the world and the community from a values perspective, but it's also important for our business because viability of your product lines, viability of your relationships is critically important. I see Sayari playing in a couple different paths. One is the part about multi-tier supply chain visibility. To really be able to understand transparency up and down your supply chain, whether you're manufacturing, whether it's food ingredients, whether it's apparel or fashion, it is critically important. And it's becoming more and more the standard to know where your products are, how they're made, and what's the ingredient side of that equation. So that's an important aspect. I think Sayari can really play a role in advancing responsible sourcing across that multi-tier look. And then lastly, it's about speed. Data projects are hard. And when you are able to serve up your capability and go to market in fast implementation timeframe with a not onerous, if you will, IT implementation, that's going to differentiate you. So when you have the quality, scope, and speed that Sayari brings to market, that's a very valuable proposition for me, not only to make decisions on and better my business, but I get a better ROI on my return on investment related to technology implementation. And ultimately, that's what matters is can I actually use the product to make decisions to bring value to the organization on both commercial as well as responsible sourcing and other dimensions in a good time frame.